So we got Hunter meta as this monthly pass meta ship. Very interesting. I think this is the first DD meta we've gotten so far. I could be wrong, but I think she's the first DD meta we've gotten in the game. Unless I'm like trolling or something. But I'm pretty sure she's the first DD meta we've gotten in the game. Yeah, I think so. Okay. Anyways, though, we get it from the monthly pass, as you guys are aware. And as always, let's go ahead and talk about this ship because first DD meta. I wonder how this is going to turn out. But let's get right into it, though. So, Hunter meta. Very, very interesting ship. So, let's talk about stats. At 120, 1831 health, 88 firepower, 376 torpedo, zero aviation, my bad. 170 on anti-air, 209 on the reload, 282 on the evasion, light armor, 43 speed, 209 hits, 24 luck, 248 anti-sub, and 10 oil cost. So for a DD, she is on the upper end of oil cost. I think most DDs cost like 9 nowadays. I could be wrong, but I think it's like 9. But in terms of stats, though, this is like for 10 oil cost, that's like pretty low health. But then again, she's a 5-star, right? So there's that. Usually base point DDs nowadays should have like 2300 health. I feel like the good ones have like 2500, but like this one has like it's on the lower end. Stat wise, doesn't really contribute much. But if you can tell that this ship has low firepower, like average torpedo, it's pretty much a wave clearing destroyer for sure. Is what I'd probably make out of it. Efficiencies 125 on DD, 130 on torpedoes, and 120 on the anti-air. So yeah, split efficiency means this is pretty much gonna be a wave clearing destroyer. Not too much or not too heavy on torpedoes, nor is it too heavy on DD guns. It's pretty much a wave clearing. So let's talk about the skills here. Webcam's in the way. Sorry about that. I'll just move it. One sec. I'll put it up here. Alright, the first skill is a vicious Ren. For its first 60 seconds after the battle starts, execute a level 10 special slashing attack every 3 seconds. Damage is based on the skill's level. Enemies hit by this attack suffer a 5% speed debuff and takes 10% more damage from this ship for 10 seconds. So this right here is pretty much meant for like cheap farming. I feel like you can't put this in actual fleets, but the 10% damage increase only applies for her. And there's a 5% speed debuff, which is okay, but honestly, there's just way better speed debuffers out there nowadays. That's like kind of whatever. Like there's some good cheap ones like Duke of York. Pretty sure there's like more that's free or that's obtainable, but there's plenty of them as of right now. So it's kind of like whatever. And this definitely is an early game ship though. I do want to say one thing that they should make battle pass meta ships easier to level up skills because they made it very easy to obtain all duplicates, but you have to take them to OS to get levels on them. So they should make it so these ships in particular, the one in battle pass, have a much easier time to get skills up rather than make it the same difficulty as the meta fight meta ships. Just want to say that. But pretty much a wave clearing skill meant for her. 5% speed debuff, which is like whatever, but the slashing every 3 seconds is cool though. Forbidden Knowledge increases ship's firepower and torpedo by 12% every 20 seconds. Activates one of the following effects chosen at random. Recovers 50 HP or increases ship's anti-air by 15% for 20 seconds. So this right here is pretty cool, I guess. But every 20 seconds, unless the fight is like super long, like this is kind of whatever. Like 50 HP compared to her health at 120. That's like what? Almost 2.5%. No, my math is probably off here. Yeah, about 2.5%. So like there's like 2% health right here. When you have ships that heal like 10, 15, 20%, health per battle, like this is like very negligible right here. This is like pretty much nothing. They should have beefed this like 100. 100 would have been nice. And the last skill here is like, this is pretty much useless because by the time you need anti-air, which is World 11 and or World 12 and 13, you probably don't even need the ship anymore. So it's definitely not an early game ship because anti-air is not that important until later into the game. Yes, it is important in case you don't get overran by ships or whatever in like the earlier maps, because there are some maps like Chapter 3 that where you can't get overran by carriers if you're not very aware of it. But there's better ways of dealing with it, because early game you have so much USS ships available, like Portland, Helena probably. If you start Laffy, like there's like a lot of USS ships have decent anti-air, so the early stages aren't like that scary. Like Chapter 3 isn't that bad for anti-air. The only place you really do care about anti-air is 12 and 13, and by then you pretty much don't need this ship anymore. There's better options out there. So this is kind of whatever as well too. Cinder of Hope, Hunter, regular, every 10 times the ship fires her main guns, fires a special barrage. In OS, every 10 times the ship fires her main guns, fires a special barrage. When fighting humanoid inside our fleets, increase the ship's damage up by 6%. So, again, it is pretty much a wave clearing ship. She has some self buffs. The second part of skill for a second, the second part of the second skill is kind of whatever, but we have a barrage of slashing right here and then a special barrage right here. It's pretty much a wave clearing ship. It's a DD meant for just doing a lot of AOE, getting you through the early game, and that's pretty much her purpose. Like nothing crazy. It's just, all right, time to slap some weak ships out of the water, and that's pretty much her job. Doesn't really excel much at anything. There are way better DDs out there nowadays. A lot. Like, even though I'm not a big fan of DDs, there's way better options out there for DDs compared to Hunter meta. So, kind of disappointing, but I can't say I expect much from a meta ship, especially one from a battle pass, so it's kind of whatever. Art-wise, she does look pretty cool, though. Gives me kind of like a Batman feel, a little bit. A female version of it. So we'll like there's like Gotham City in the background or something, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, this is pretty much a just a filler ship for early game. If you really need something, just toss her in. But sooner or later, you're gonna have way better options for replacing Hunter meta. This is just like a negligible ship, but good art though. Good art. Regardless though, whatever ship. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next video.